Have you ever written a SQL join and your rows exploded? Maybe you expected 2 rows, but SQL gives you 20. And then most beginners think that this will be resolved using the distinct keyword in SQL. But they fail to understand the real issue is not usually the SQL, it's the relationship between your tables. In this video, I will explain why joins create duplicates and how real engineers actually fix this. So now, let's create the problem first. So we are using these three tables to understand this use case. The main table is the customers table with these two columns, whereas the second table is the orders table with one extra column that contains the order ID. So if we quickly have a look, we can observe the customer John, whose customer ID is 1, has made the two orders for the products for laptop and mouse. So this tiny detail is the entire reason the duplicates happen. Now let's join them. Now beginners will usually look at this output and think, wait, why John is duplicated here? But SQL is not randomly duplicating the data. It is simply matching the rows and columns because we have done the join operations here. Let's try to visualize this. So here is the key idea. SQL joins returns the matching row because John buys laptop and John buys mouse too. So John matches laptop and John matches mouse too. So when we will be doing the join, SQL will create 2 rows. So SQL is not creating these 2 rows randomly. It is returning 1 row per match. So concept used here is called the one-to-many mapping. What basically one-to-many mapping style stands for. Let's say in our example, we are using these two tables, customer and orders, and each particular row of the customer table has been mapped to some rows of the orders table. For example, the customer John is mapped to 2 rows in the orders table with order ID 101 and 102. This phenomena is known as one-to-many mapping. One customer can have multiple orders. In the same way, one row multiplies into the multiple rows after the join. So quickly, let's try to type the query to join these three tables that we have already defined. Now, this is where the people get confused. Suddenly, out of nowhere, we are getting the 4 records here. To understand this, let's quickly jump back to the notepad. John purchased the two products that are laptop and mouse. In the same way, after creating this payment table, we observed John has two payment methods with the payment ID 1 and 2, which includes UPI and credit card. Due to these two rows from these two tables, it got multiplied and we are getting the 4 when we are doing the join operations on all of these three tables. So this is something known as Cartesian products, and this is the concept for calculating the number of rows that we will be getting after joining the tables through our SQL query. How we will handle this issue? Real data engineers usually control the duplication before joining the tables. So instead of joining the detailed rows directly, we first summarize the data. Let's quickly type the query and then we will try to understand the architecture. Here we are using the group by clause to group the table on the basis of customer ID. So we are using the simple group by clause to group the customers with their total orders. We can wrap this SQL query inside the common table expression and then we can use this to fetch the records. So it will be very convenient way. We have defined the common table expression with the name order summary that group buys the customers with the total orders. So we have already defined the order summary CTE, and in order to use this CTE we are using this query where I'm simply fetching these two columns, customer name and total orders. It is coming from the order summary, and I'm joining the table customers with the common table expression order summary. So now let's run this combined query and see the output. So earlier we were getting the 2 rows for John, but this time the query summarized it before the joining operations. So John has the total 2 orders and Alice has 1 order. So after using this group by, we have condensed the John multiple orders into the single rows. In real production systems, this mistake is actually dangerous. Bad joins can silently double revenues, inflate customer counts, or completely break the dashboards. The next time you join creates duplicate rows, don't immediately blame SQL. First, ask how many matches exist between these tables because join problems are usually relationship problems. That's all for today's video, and in the next video, I will show you another SQL mistake beginners usually make.